Hello, friends. Hello, replay watchers. You are who is with me right now. If you do not see a red light box up in this corner, then this is a replay and you have missed me. So just one moment. I'm going to jump into my secondary device here. And I thank you for joining me live or on replay, friends. Happy Saturday or whatever day it is for you. And I thank you for joining. Yes, I have sound. That's fantastic. Okay, so I've got sound and that's great. I'm just going to give Facebook a minute to let everyone know that I'm live. And I am not, okay, here we go. There we go. Now I'm seeing comments. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Julie Lewis. Hi, Diana Howell. Hello, friends. Hi. So welcome and thank you for joining. I'm just sitting down right now. It seems a little bit rushed. Huh, that's crazy, Julie. Maybe your notifications are shut off on Facebook or something. I'm not sure. I see what you're saying, that YouTube notifies you. Hi, Kimberly. Good to see you. Hi, Jen. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to light my Palo Santo, but I am going to put the chat on the screen for a little while. So let's see what we can see. Hi, Deanna Evans. Doing well, Kimberly. I hope you're well. Hi, Sandy. Oh my goodness, Jasmine. Sending love to you, babes. You have a very special purpose right now. And thank God that you are such a heart-centered individual and that you have such clarity about this side and the other side, you know, that I don't feel, I know it weighs on you, but not as much as somebody who, for instance, wasn't quite so spiritually aware. So I'm really proud of you, Jasmine. Spirit is proud of you. That's why I'm saying these words. Hi, Julie Lewis. My day, like today, was good. Yeah, Danielle, my birthday was good. My mom got me this shirt. So I'm wearing the new shirt. My mom got it for me for my birthday. I like it. Hi, everybody. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Diana. Hi, Carol Jarrett. Oh no, we're frozen. Hi, Debbie Greco. Good to see you, sweetie. Do you guys like the chat on the screen or not on the screen? Tell me what you think. And I want you to know this is an 18 and over broadcast because I cuss and I vape and sometimes we talk about sensitive things. So please, 18 and over. I will light my Palo Santo in just a moment. You like it. Yay, Diana, you got your auction items. That's fantastic. I'm so glad. Thank you for letting me know. You like it on the screen. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. I enjoy it like that too, but I know that it kind of makes the view a little bit smaller depending on what device you're on, but sometimes you can turn it sideways and still, you know, it'll be decent. So, Nancy, I'm drawn in with you, honey. Oh, Lorraine, fantastic. You love your chakra pod. I'm so glad. Thank you so much for participating. I'm glad. Really small, can't see it. I'm sorry. You know what? I am pleasantly surprised with my birthday. It was nice. I will tell you, usually, I don't want to say that. In the past, I have struggled with holidays and problems with holidays, you know, and so I was trying not to worry about that too much this time. And in fact, my birthday was very pleasant. It was peaceful and quiet and laid back, and it was all the right stuff and exactly what I needed. It was perfect. So I'm very grateful. And I thank you guys, a lot of you guys who posted on my wall or in the Vibe Tribe to tell me happy birthday and to say all the kind words like that in and of itself. Whew, could turn anybody's day around. You guys are so incredibly supportive. And I truly do appreciate everything, all the kind words, everything. I didn't do much for my birthday, but that's the way I like it. You know what I mean? I'm kind of a homebody, and that was it was just what I needed. So thank you. Happy almost birthday, Audrey Jean. Her birthday's Monday. And hi, Lillian Fry. Good to see you. Look at this thing. It don't want to go out. I'm starting a new Palo Santo. And it doesn't want to go out. You see this thing? Like, okay. Um, there, now it went out. There we go. All right. Thank you, Spirit. So I'm just lighting the Palo Santo, let it smoke for a minute just to cleanse the energy and anchor this in. I thank you guys for tuning in with me live on replay, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're at. And I do appreciate you. I want you to know that this is an 18 and over broadcast because I cuss and I vape. This is a nicotine vape. I apologize if it offends anybody, but I'm a real human person just like anybody else. And also sometimes we talk about some things, okay? So that's another thing I'd like to say is if sometimes the answer that comes through is not necessarily the answer that you want to hear, but I will give you whatever it is that's coming through because I'm a regular person just like anyone else. Between me and God, God is definitely the all-knowing one of the two, okay? And thank God the Spirit shows up no matter what, every time. I'm aligned with love and light in God, and I'm here of service of the greatest and highest good of all of you guys, okay? So I'm going to let Spirit to draw me to whomever's going to, I'm going to just do free readings at random, friends. Free readings at random, no donations, only love tonight. Let's have a good time. Let's tap the hearts. Let's tap the thumbs. Let's like this page, subscribe, share, tag in your friends if you're able to do that. Let's participate and just have a nice time. Thank you for the birthday wishes. You guys are fantastic. And yes, God is great. I am so incredibly grateful that Spirit co-creates with me in this way. It sure the heck beats whatever in the hell I used to do. You know what I mean? And this is where it's at for me. And I am so grateful. So thank you guys for being here. I was already drawn in with Nancy. Nancy LeClaire. Nancy LeClaire, you were saying something about, you guys see how quick these comments fly by? It's just like that. I close my eyes to tune in and I miss a gajillion messages. And I apologize for that, but I'm going to do my best to stay right here with you guys. Nancy LeClaire, you said something about having a falling out with family and you made a little bit of a move and you wanted to know if you're doing the right thing, right? Nancy, I was drawn into your question. You're here. Thank you for being here, darling. So I'm going to go ahead and connect in with your lovely energy, Nancy. Aw. I am happy to have connected with all of you guys. You are the coolest group of folks I could have ever asked for. And I am so grateful that you connect with me. Really, really, I am. It's awesome. And I'm grateful. Okay, Nancy. So Nancy, I must be honest, I feel like you're sitting in decent energy where you're at right now, although it may not be the forever energy, okay? But it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing where you're at right now, okay? We all have our boundaries. We all have our limits. And sometimes people don't like it when we enforce those things, especially if that's not something that we usually do, okay? The card that fell for you is absolutes, okay? Absolutes absolutes indicates a black and white way of seeing things or a black and white frame of mind. Okay, so Nancy, I don't necessarily feel like this is you, but I kind of feel like maybe this is the family in which you kind of are distancing yourself from at this time. They may have quite black and white point of views and not really any room for gray areas, right? Or wiggle room there. So what I'm talking about is the kind of mindset that could be very pessimistic. Someone who's truly argumentative, always wants to, I said it, always is an absolute, and so is never. So when we decide to speak about things or even think about things in those frame of mind, it doesn't leave room for improvement or healing. Okay, so in this area, Nancy, I don't feel like it's all or nothing with the scenario, although those healthy boundaries are very important. And the fact that absolutes is here tells me that it's important for you to be quite structured and really enforce those boundaries, okay? Even if the other party can't quite wrap their heads around what the reasonings are, because that's where I feel there might be a little bit of a I don't know, miscommunication there, okay? Because I feel like, okay, well, that's a stupid rule. I guess I'll honor your stupid rule, even though I don't understand it, right? They don't have to understand it, okay? So I want to tell you this. If you're willing to work with your family as far as honoring your healthy boundaries, okay, do that, girl. Like it's up to you. But if they are not receptive to you, or if they refuse to be receptive because they don't understand, that's different. Now, if they are receptive, Spirit just wants me to remind you that they don't have to understand your boundaries. They just have to comply. So attempting to like really grind it in and pound it into them why it needs to be this way, and potentially how they could improve their boundaries if they did such things as well, like these kinds of things are unnecessary, not needed. That's not going to help your scenario or improve the situation. I feel like where you're sitting at right now is empowered energy, although it does feel a bit temporary, if you will. So having this clear conversation with the family members and deciding if you want to engage with them or not, it depends on how deeply your boundaries are violated. You know what I mean? That's totally at your discretion, girl. But giving the chance to honor the boundary, even if they don't understand why you need it in the first place, could be an option. That's what I want to say. Could be an option. Okay. I don't feel like all is lost forever, and that's that. So, Nancy, a conversation to be had, a calm conversation to be had. Okay. I just want to say that real quick. That is definitely indicated. Kind of think about what you would like to say, how you would want to say it. And if you want to reach out and make that conversation a real thing, you're done. Okay, well, see, then the if is not even there. So no calm conversations. You don't feel like she'll comply with your boundaries. Those absolutes, like that's okay. The absolutes indicates that you don't have to tolerate her resistance to compliance with your boundaries either. It's not black. It is kind of black and white. There's no gray area as far as that. There's no compromise. So far, you have compromised too much, and now you're fed up with that, so you're done, right? Stick with it then, girl. Stick with it. You don't have to forgive her just because she's family. You do not have to make amends or make it work or just play nice because we're family. And you know what? Sandy sounds like she's talking to a lot of us. Absolutely. Spirit draws us in for a reason, friends. We all resonate with some form of energy here, and the patterns hit us all. That's why I tell you, let your ears perk up. Even if I'm not talking directly to you, I might be speaking to your scenario. I might be speaking to your life, to your heart. Allow yourself to listen and let your ears perk up, because Spirit truly wants to give to the many and speak to the many, even if I'm only reading for one person. Calm conversation will not happen. She did me wrong. Well, there you go, Nancy. I'm going to get you one of these Power of Surrender cards, okay? I feel like you're good. I feel like I want to tell you, your best next step is leaving that in the past, letting it lie, writing out a paper, just furiously with everything that you're upset about, having that closure and burning the page so no one can ever find it. Okay, just to get it away from you and have a form of closure. And then focus on your future. Focus on your present. I know that where you're at right now is just a temporary something, but will this turn into a more permanent thing? It won't, unless you desire that. Okay. So it's important that you focus on your forward planning, and you're saying it right now that you're done and that's it. So, hey, there it is. Spirit supports your decision. You're listening to your inner knowing. There comes a time when there can be a line crossed, and we don't have to forgive that. We don't have to. We can release that, is what I'm saying. It's not about forgiveness. It's about not allowing yourself to engage any longer. You're releasing that from your life, and you're focusing on what's in front of you and what's ahead of you. So I'm going to get you one of these Power of Surrender cards. And I will be reading at random, friends. And I thank you guys all for being here. Whew, woo, goodness. Your card just flew out. Did you see it fly out? It's right here. Look. It was Nancy. One of those lines that you don't cross. Well, good for you for standing up for yourself, especially against a close family member, close in blood, relative, you know what I mean? Regardless, that's challenging. And many of us, I just want to say this, many of us go through this from time to time. So I I'm glad that you are sharing how empowered you are and you're making these healthy decisions for yourself, because you know what? Spirit is telling me right now that there are others live or on replay who will stumble across this and may feel brave enough to maybe make some kinds of adjustments to their familial bonds simply because they saw someone else like you do it and it seems to be working for them. So good for you. Let's get here. Surrender your fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. Whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or relationship, or if you fear aging or death, repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. I have faith that all is well, Nancy. Repeat that in your mind, in your heart, or out loud as often as you can. I have faith that all is well. And I see this person riding the horse. I feel like that's you temporarily seated to kind of regroup and decide where you're going to proceed from here. And then boom, you're in motion. Are you traveling? Are you going to decide to go some sightseeing or vacation before you end up somewhere else? I don't know what you're up to, Nancy, but I feel like a lot of movement, a lot of change and scenery and momentum just building. And I'm very excited. I want you to make plans, okay? Make plans about now and your future. Nancy, let the other stuff go. It's okay to let the other stuff go. That's what I have for you, Nancy. Thank you. Whew. All right, guys, let's see. So I am available for private sessions, tarot videos for order. If you're interested in any of that, my links are in your description box, or you can message my page directly. I'm here for you. I also do have a private Facebook group. It is called the Spirit Speaks Vibe Tribe. It is facebook.com/groups/Spirit Speaks Vibe Tribe. That's more of me for free. So if you vibe with me, join the Vibe Tribe. You've got to agree to the group rules, okay? You've got to agree to the group rules or I will not let you in. The group rules keep the scammers out. And sometimes you may come across a scammer, believe it or not, and I hope not on this page, but it happens, friends. So please protect yourself by blocking anyone who taps on your shoulder, who reaches out to you, who has a special message, but you've got to inbox or DM them or some weird shit. Spiritual practitioners don't do that, okay? Those are very common scams. So please protect yourself. Report those kinds of suspicious activities and block those individuals. And if you really want to connect with a legitimate practitioner, you should witness what they do. You should hear of them from a close friend or family member, somebody who's credible, okay? Or you should witness them like this. And there are valid avenues towards connecting directly with that person, okay? So please protect yourselves, friends. If you want to connect with me, my links are in your description box. Other than that, don't be scammed. Oh, you're welcome, Nancy. You're welcome. Oh, thank you, Meredith. That's sweet. I appreciate that. Thank you. So let's see what's going on here. Who's going to be next? And thank you guys for those stars on Facebook. I do receive 1 penny per star, and they do help me out so much. Oh, here we go. I'm going to put you on screen. This is who it is. Melissa Powell Woods. Would love a reading if you have anything for me. Melissa, I'm with you, girl. I feel like I want to light this Palo Santo again. It smells so good. I love the smell of Palo Santo. Oh my gosh. It's an acquired scent. I'll just say that, right? Melissa, are you still here, babes? Melissa Powell Woods, come on down. You are the next. Look, it doesn't want to go out again. That's okay. I'll just keep it. Melissa, are you here? Yes or no? Going once. Going twice. If you're not, you're here. She's here. All right. She's here. Thank God. Thank God. Would love a reading if you have anything for me. I'm hiding it now. Let's see. Hi, Bernice. You're back. Glad to see you. All right, Melissa. Melissa, I'm going to connect in with your lovely energy, darling. Melissa. All right. Melissa, are you having a, all right, check it out. Thank you, Gina. Gina Wright is my moderator. She might be dropping in some helpful tidbits, such as that, to make the broadcast flow more smoothly. Please, I do love and appreciate Gina, all that she does for us here. So please respect her and respect the feed. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Gina. Melissa, I feel like you might be worried about your daughter, like worried to the point of, I don't want to let you out of my sight kind of thing. I feel like it's on my mind. Okay, so I'm just going to describe to you the feelings and the sensations and what I'm seeing. Okay, so I feel like there's something on my mind, a kind of a thought that's bothering me. Okay, and then I see like a child in front of me who's strapped down to a seat in the middle of the house. Like, I don't want that girl to leave. I don't want that baby to leave. So are you feeling some kind of is there something going on around that right now? Heaviness in an emotional way. I feel like you're over concerned, hyper vigilant, overprotective of your one of your children or of your daughter. Yes, she says. Okay, Melissa. Okay. Well, thank you for validating that. I do appreciate that. That's where Spirit's taking me into right now. Okay. So is this concerning her health now? As I move forward with this, I'm starting to feel some sensations in my abdomen, some pain in my abdomen, and I wonder if that's not her pain. So, is this with your youngest daughter? And is this a medical type of a thing? Like she's got some stuff going on inside? If that's not the case, please don't make it fit, darling, because there could be a whole other message attached. So please, this is a co-created process. I give you what I'm getting and you let me know how it connects. Or if it doesn't connect, then that's fine. That means there's a different message around this. I'm feeling this in my abdomen. Sometimes spirit speaks to many, Meredith. I just said that right now. Sometimes spirit speaks to many. So if it sounds like I'm talking to you, please take the guidance, take the reading as your own. And use your own free will and good judgment to apply the guidance to your life. She hasn't been feeling well, but there are other things. Okay. 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 So first things first, Spirit wants me to tell you, Melissa, I feel like I have a whole heck of a lot more clarity right now, but this is not anything that I would say on a public broadcast. Okay. So I feel like you and I are right there. So I'm just going to talk to you. Her stomach has been hurting the past couple days. Okay. Spirit wants me to tell you that there are. Oh, Nancy, sweetheart, sending love to you. There are, Melissa. Spirit wants me to say to you that there are so many different variables and variations in this world at this time. And Spirit is showing me like the weirdest image right now. Okay, I'll show you. No, I won't show you. I'll tell you. Sorry, babe. Okay, so I see like when your daughter is a child, like a youngster, or any kid is what they're showing me. Any kid that's a youngster, as they're growing up, it's like they reach for this next thing and try that and then this, and they're climbing all these branches, just trying all these different experiences. And as they kind of reach for new experiences, the old ones kind of fade away for the most part. And this is what Spirit is showing me, is that as your daughter moves through her own aging process or evolution or growing up or whatever this is, it's like she's trying these different things, trying these different experiences. Now, these might portray to you as different facets of personality. Maybe sometimes you get, Miss Bright Sunshiny, and other times you get Miss Moody Attitudey, stay away from me. Okay. Spirit is saying that this too shall pass and that nothing is forever. And even if she says this is set in stone, it's not set in stone. Okay. So allow yourself to be fluid with the unknown, with the temporary nature of the way things are right now. This will help her to be more fluid in life as well. I feel that clenching around that abdomen. You said she hasn't been feeling very well. So I feel, that could be some of kind of a side effect of what's going on in her realm. And I feel like I'm going to come back to you because I feel like you are concerned, and spirit wants to ease your mind and say, it's going to be okay. This too shall pass. Let's not make a bigger deal out of things. There's no need for that. It's kind of like, if you just take it with a grain of salt, tomorrow it'll change anyway. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I feel with this. Now you have a few cards that fell on the floor, so let's see what this says. I'm not going to read reversals. So Melissa, I'm sorry, I looked down and I seen Michelle. Hi, Michelle, Lively Scott. Hi, Michelle. Melissa, you've got the 7 of Pentacles. You've got a few cards here. I'm just going to show you. 7 of Pentacles is about planting seeds and watching them grow. I feel like this is you watching your little one just grow right up. You know what I mean? In front of your very eyes. And now look at her. Major Arcana card number 20, the Judgment. I'm like grown enough to have my own preferences and to make my decisions. And if I don't want you in my room, then I don't want you in my room. Or if I don't want to turn over my phone or whatever this could be, I don't know. But I'm my own person now. I'm my own person, no matter how old I am. I'm my own person. And I feel like there could even be a touch of an attitude attached to that at times. Now, Mama, Queen of Cups here. This loving and caring individual. You have 2 cards. Melissa, I feel like these 2 are the 2 sides of you that are best balanced to this situation. Okay, so pay attention to how you're reacting or how you're engaging with her. Nani, no. My cat's all up in stuff. Get down. I feel like you can be this very loving and caring and nurturing Queen of Cups energy. No, I got to let my cat out. Hold on. Go. Anyone else have a crazy cat? Yeah, me too. Sorry. Okay, Melissa, the 2 sides of yourself. And I feel like you can keep them at the same time. The Queen of Cups is nurturing and balanced and loving and giving, but she could have a tendency to be taken advantage of or to give in because she feels guilty for some, lack of this or that or whatever. Thank you. Everyone has crazy cats. That's what's up. And Nani is the boss. I know it. She knows it. We all know it, right? Okay, Melissa, it's important to bring in that Emperor energy as well. This is Major Arcana card number 4, the Emperor. The Emperor leads by example. The Emperor is a role model. The Emperor wants everyone else to succeed, okay? He knows when to engage, when not to engage, but he does have a certain standard, and he shows everyone else how to collaborate, to rise to that standard, to be successful like him, okay? This is you teaching your child how to be a successful member of your family, okay? How to be a successful member of society, how to learn to be okay with whatever's going on with herself. What they're really bringing to me is that balanced nature, Melissa. She's going to mirror your reaction. So if you blow up about it, she's going to be all defensive and blowing up about it. Okay. But if you're able to be like, oh, no way, no problem. You're exactly right with everything. Spot on. Thank you for that. I thank you for that validation. How could I know any of this stuff? But spirit is in the house for you. Okay. So this is what's important. Take it with a grain of salt. Everything is temporary. When you hold on to it, it will hold on to your whole situation. Okay, so just take it with a grain of salt, whatever it is, and schmooze through this. What you're teaching her is that you don't have to get ruffled through everything in life. You can stay balanced and be neutral and just kind of ease and flow through things with grace. You don't have to get riled up. You don't have to make the big deal, a mountain out of a molehill, or whatever it is. You're showing her that it's okay. And you're also creating a very safe space for her. It's her authenticity, okay, but it's also like she's not quite sure exactly who she is yet. So if she gives you this part of herself and that's what it is, and you're like, yes baby, I love you, and then tomorrow it's a whole different part of herself and I still love you, I'm still your mom and I still love you, that is really going to help her to figure out which one is the real one that she is predominantly most of the time. Okay. Because it's like she's just trying on these different, you know, aspects of herself to maneuver through life and kind of feeling which one feels the best, the most right to her, you know? And you're a safe space. But listen, this is what I need to tell you, Melissa. If you like, oh my God, I can't believe you dyed your hair blue. You look ugly. Now you're not a safe space. Okay. Now you're not a safe space. You've judged not only her look, but you've judged her uniqueness, her raw vulnerability to want to put herself out there with blue hair and her, you know, and I'm not saying you've done this. What I'm saying is please be mindful that you don't accidentally or unintentionally do such a thing. Okay, because that is kind of could potentially happen. That neutral baseline is where you're at because everything's temporary. Okay, Melissa, that's for you. Thank you. Meredith Mitchell. Meredith Mitchell, you're asking me questions about somebody who has threatened physical harm to you, and will you be safe? I want you to know that I am not a law enforcement officer or any such thing. And if you need legal assistance, if you feel like you are physically threatened, then this is not the place to find closure around that. I will connect for you and I will read for you. But if you truly feel that you need some kind of legal intervention, please seek that just in case. Okay. Just, I'm not even connect with you yet. Okay. But just please seek that if you feel that is to that degree. However, Meredith, I would love to pull a card for you. This is not the card. Is this the card? No, it's not the card. Okay. Meredith, I'm going to get you a quantum oracle card. And yeah, Carol, wow. Thank you for your donation, sweetheart. I didn't even see that, but I thank you. And I will definitely read for you, of course. And I would like to also read for karma. You guys keep me on track. Okay. So Meredith, spirit. Okay. So now you said this person threatened physical harm. Is this person stalking you? Wow, Melissa just had a conversation with her last week to be who she is and not feel like she needs to change for anyone. Holy smokes, that is freaking incredible. Wow, thank you, Melissa. Goosebumps on that. Validation from spirit that you are absolutely parenting her in the right way, even if it feels challenging. Sometimes parenting is challenging, but you're doing good and it's going to be okay. And remember that this too is all just temporary. She's figured it out. And I'm not necessarily accepting donations. In fact, it says no donations down here on the ticker, but you know, I don't want to be, if you send something in, like I'm right here, I would not burn you in that way. You know, I just wouldn't do it. So Meredith, I'm with you, darling. Meredith, I'm not sure it was just done today. Okay. So no stalking. It was a single incident. Okay. All right. Okay. So it's going to be this one. Well, you know what? Okay. Now, I'm dealing with a lot, but this is new today. Okay, well, it's funny that you say this is new today. Hold on, I'm going to get this one from the book. Take a look at it. Yeah, see, this is crazy. It says unexpected happy developments. The Eight of Intentions, discovery. Now listen, the other one that popped with this, discovery. You said this is new today, a new discovery. The other one says joyous fun. And this was unexpected happy developments. I feel like whatever happened to you today was really for the greatest and highest good, Meredith. I feel like it's important. Was it a woman? Was it a woman? Because I feel like maybe there was a chick involved, right? And to be completely honest, I feel like whomever this was, no, it was a man. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay. Hmm. All right, Spirit. I'm glad that you're also dealing with a woman. Okay. So that's a separate issue. What I want to say with today's incident is that this shows you the colors of that person. And therefore, you're able to protect yourself by staying away from that individual. Oh, wow. Wow. Holy smokes. Okay. So I'm like staying away from that individual. Major Arcana card number 13, Death and Rebirth, followed by the Knight of Cups, which is truly like a romantic suitor or an individual. Okay. Like stay away from that individual, the Death card. And there's a person right there. So that kind of piggybacks what I wanted to say there. Did this person try to, was this a romantic suitor, or did they come at you real charming and then like victimize you or attempt to in some kind of a way? You don't have to tell me that. That's what these cards kind of tell me, is that maybe it was kind of like a shock to you, like they came in sweet or kind or with some other purpose. Okay. And then it came in like a real shock to you. And I can feel how, man, it's sitting real bad in my belly here. Are you having an upset stomach today, Meredith? Oh, yeah. I don't know about this, man. I can feel how it's like in my solar plexus. Okay. So if you're not having an upset stomach, oh, yes, I've been sick all day. Wow. Okay. Well, this is what I feel is like the solar plexus is impacted, and that's why you've been sick all day. So your solar plexus is just below your rib cage. Okay. And it is the chakra center that governs your personal identity, your uniqueness, your freedom to be yourself. Okay. In a real outward way, your confidence, all these things. So when you can't quite be yourself, or when someone really takes advantage of you in some kind of a way, that can really shock you to your core. That can really shock you to your core. And I feel like that could be what happened. But listen, I feel like that stuff with the girl, that didn't come through for no reason, honey. I'm scared how sick I'm feeling. Okay, well, if you are feeling so sick, then maybe you should seek some kind of medical treatment, or go to some kind of a doctor's office or some such thing. I'm not a doctor, and this is a physical dimension. Sometimes we need that. Sometimes we need something, someone else, a facility, a doctor, a therapist, a counselor, some medical intervention. Okay. Sometimes I don't know what you got going on, girl, but make sure that you follow up on any of the physical symptoms that you might be having. However, um, the threat. I don't feel like anything will come of the threat from today, but I feel like your solar plexus was slightly weakened because of the stuff that you're dealing with the female. That's what I want to say about this. Okay. So the stuff that you're dealing with the female, this card was on the bottom. They told me, grab the card off the bottom. 4 Pentacles here. Okay. So do you live with the chick, or did you at some point? Maybe she moved away and stole some of your stuff, or whatever this could be. This is truly about turning a face away from anything that doesn't serve you. Like, look, you're not important in my life anymore. Like, no way. I'm truly down to brass tacks. Like, I've got my coffee maker, I've got my purse, my toothbrush, and I'm out the door. You know what I mean? So I really feel like buckling down and focusing on your stuff. The female is my mother that I live with. Son of a bitch. I knew it. I knew it. So this card indicates maybe making a plan to try to get your own place if you're able to do that. And if you can't get your own place, girl, or if that's not the plan for you, I can understand. Sometimes we room up with other family members. That's what it is. Leave the house. Spirit wants me to tell you right now, leave the fucking house. I live with her, but I keep my distance. I like that, but I want you to leave your house more often. You've been trying. I get it. Find a place outside that you can just wander off to, maybe a little seat, a little spot, a little something. And smudge your house, Meredith. Do you have sage, Palo Santo? Especially when there's a challenging relationship that you are still living in and with, you know what I mean? Like, it's real stuff. That's real life. It does happen. So how do we maneuver through this? Energy management, keeping as healthy boundaries as you're able to, distancing yourself, leaving as often as possible to really anchor your frequency in and replenish yourself elsewhere is what Spirit is telling me. But yes, you do have it. I'm glad. Smudge your home. Start at your front door, open it up, say the Lord's Prayer repeatedly as you move about through your house. There are many different ways that you can smudge your home. I do have a video on YouTube on how to smudge your home. So if you're tuning in on YouTube, it's under my videos, how to smudge your home. That is like, start at the front door, work your way all the way through all the rooms, come back, make your way through the house with your sage or your Palo Santo lit, saying the Lord's Prayer over and over and over. That is enough to clean the house, smudge it in an energetic way to make all negative energy leave. Sometimes negative energy just clings to people, to places, to stuff in our houses, especially if we have repeated arguments in the same areas or at that place. So make sure that you smudge your home and then keep up on that once a month. Maybe more often than that if you see that you need to, like once every 2 weeks. Okay, that's going to help you. But until then, having a healthy practice of dipping out from time to time just to keep your own sanity, for real, honey. That's what I'm feeling for you, Meredith. It's not your fault and it's going to be okay. However, I want to say, like, I feel like your mother could be abusive to you at times. Like, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but like, what the heck? She's so jealous of me and my relationship. There you go. Like, there you go. Okay. So this is the last card that fell for you, Meredith. Major Arcana card number 17, the Star. The Star indicates that it is not too late to wish and hope and pray and actually believe that the life that you desire will be yours. That as long as you hold on to those prayers and that wish steadfastly, the divine will hear it and will bring that to you. But you have to continue to believe that you can see your way out of some of these undesirable circumstances, and you can, and you will. But it takes time and it takes faith. And until you're on the other side of that, it's about doing the next right thing for yourself and for others now. Okay. And you know what those things are, those kinds of things that would just make life easier. Okay. For you and others by proxy, but for you. Okay. That's what matters. So don't lose hope. Don't lose hope in the least. And as far as the threat today, I do say to you, if you truly feel that there's a concern, please seek some kind of legal assistance or law enforcement assistance. Okay. Because I can't protect you from here as much as I would love to do that. However, I do feel like there's not an immediate threat at this time. But if you feel otherwise, please use your free will and good judgment to follow up on whatever you might need. Now, as far as that, the life path, I see things changing. And I'm sorry to say this, but one day I feel like you will shake your mother in a very healthy way. I mean, it's healthy to, distance yourself and allow her to be her and have her whole life and whatever she's got and you've got yours, then you could come together and have a meal or have a coffee or whatever it is. And regardless, I'm just saying, I feel like in the future, it's not going to look like this anymore. It's not going to, within the next 3 years, I'm telling you, honey, Spirit wants me to tell you, Meredith, within the next 3 years, you won't be in these circumstances with these people. And it just like this, it won't be like that. It's going to be way different. All right. That's what I have for you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. I'm on YouTube. Oh, you're so sweet. You guys are the best. You're welcome, Meredith. And that gives you time to pull together a plan. You know what I mean? And decide, like, what do you want your future to look like? Dream big, plan, like really make it juicy, and then follow through the little steps to get there, and it'll happen. Oh, Carol. Carol. What's going on, Carol? I see you. Carol, I'm going to grab you one of these quantum oracle cards, but I'm going to connect in with your lovely energy right now. I appreciate you sending me a donation. I appreciate you always supporting my page because I'm a regular person just like anybody else. This is my job. This is what I do. And I rely on the donations and the bookings and the tarot videos and the stars to make ends meet in my household. So thank you guys very, very much. Thank you. Fighting to get my daughter back. I feel like you will. Whew, that within 3 years, very realistic. Very realistic. Good for you, Meredith. Spirit is walking with you in this fight. I want you to know that. Meredith, your divine spirit team walk with you in this fight. They carry you when you can't walk. They are always with you, and you can make it through all of these things and into brighter days. And it's going to happen quicker than you can imagine. I feel like a support group outside of what you have going on right now would be very beneficial. Okay. That's what I have for you. Okay. That they just want me to say, Meredith, it kind of takes the power away from mom when you have a whole other support group, you know, a therapy group or other something else going on, that then it's not just her, it's other things you have going on. It takes the power away. Great team in your corner. That's probably the team that I'm talking about. So good for you, Meredith. That's fantastic. All right, Carol. Let me make sure I'm all disconnected, Carol. Let's see, anything? Oh, that's fantastic. A great talk last night. It was amazing. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Isn't it nice when we can spend some quality time and really open up with people that we care about, you know? Isn't that nice? I bet you really enjoyed that conversation and cherished that time. That's what it's about. How often do we go through our lives and not even listen to what anyone says? Good for you. And good for you, Meredith. Good for everyone. We're doing great. So Carol, the Quantum Oracle here. Carol. And hello, Helen from Scotland. Carol, that's, ooh, that one's yours there. It wanted to fall. Carol. Oh, this is nice. Wow. Carol, you've got the 8 of people, new supportive connections. Good. You held nothing back. You needed to do that. Good job. And Meredith, don't you dare be sorry. I read as spirit draws me, and I'm glad that you are here. Please keep coming back. I'm glad that you're here. Okay, Carol. Networking opportunities. It says a man and woman are enjoying an art class in a lovely environment. How many times have I told you to take a class or do some art creative projects or something or else? I don't know. Just let's read the card. This card brings you increased connections with new people of like mind and heart. Now is a good time to engage in activities that will bring you together with others in a more meaningful and profound way. Perhaps you could organize a meditation group. Didn't you organize something with friends? You said you just organized a gathering with friends, Carol. Maybe you could, perhaps you could organize a meditation group, take some classes in a field that interests you, or join a book club, bowling league, writers group, or anything that genuinely calls to you. There's a beneficial, energetic momentum that comes from your actions in this regard. Listen, this is important. There's a beneficial, energetic momentum that comes from your actions in this regard. As you pursue more paths of personal interest, you forge intentions in the energetic realm that are bound to pay off in real time. The new connections you make in this type of networking could bring jobs, love, opportunity, happiness, and even more financial success in the future. Start investigating the many ways you can put yourself out there and network. Expand your interests and your experiences. As you connect with kindred others, the potential for joy will increase in your life, as will your magnetic energy. Wow. And you're doing it again. Fantastic. I love that, Carol. I love that. As will your magnetic energy. You know it. You're magnetizing all of the things that you want to have in your life, and you are doing this intentionally. I love that you're plugging in and you're going to be doing it again. This is giving you the opportunity to be open to other energies and networking and engaging. That's fantastic. I'm going to get you a couple more cards here. Woohoo. Thank you, Carolyn. Love the time you take for each person. I appreciate that. I figure like if it was you or you or you or you or any of you, you'd want me to take my time. If it was me, I'd be like, tell me everything you have. I need everything you got, So I try to do my best for you guys. Okay. Okay. All right. The first card you got, Carol. Hi, Natalie. Is surrender to trust. Trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. Ooh, and what a beautiful path that is. It seriously was amazing last night, and he opened up more to me as well. Thank you, God. Oh, you're welcome, Meredith. Thank you, God. Carol, I love that. So surrender to trust. Your intuition knows. Now listen to this. This one says surrender your addictions. Okay. Now, I don't necessarily feel like these are your addictions, but these may be apparent in some of the relationships in your life. Okay. So let's just read the card. Whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. To be honest, look at this. Look at the card image. She's wearing a mask, Carol. And that, I feel like that's your addiction, is to hide behind the mask and not be seen, to be quiet, right? But you're surrendering the need to fall back into the shadows in the background because you're networking with all these people in this new way. Okay. So let's keep up that good work. And the last one you have is surrender to silence. Ooh, girl. They've been speaking to you on this one, Carol. You know it. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. Silence can heal and replenish you. I'm loving those cards for you. And I love that you're stretching outside your comfort zone and networking with others, and you have that other party that you're planning. Now let's just move in a bit of a different direction real quick. I'm going to get you one more. I would like a message regarding Carol's relationship. I love the whole unfoldment and the conversation last night. That is fantastic. So what else does she need to know at this moment? Ooh, there it is. It fell in my lap. Stir in the pot. Okay. He didn't like my silence, and it helped for him to open up. Okay. Is this what you potentially could have felt like you were doing, Carol? Stir in the pot a little bit by speaking up about some things that may have been bothering you, but instead you had a healthy conversation? I kind of feel like that could be something. Yes, absolutely. Okay. So, okay. Spirit wants me to bring your attention to this, okay? Those guilty feelings that we can have sometimes when we have to speak about something that we'd rather not. Maybe this is uncomfortable and I don't want to have to set these healthy boundaries or tell you that I'm feeling upset about something, right? We've had these discussions. Sometimes we can feel like we're just stirring shit up, okay? Now, Spirit just wants me to say on this is we can. Every human person does have the ability to just stir the pot for no good reason. But that's the thing. You're the one who knows what's going on with you, and you know your intentions, and you're the one who is accountable to that. So, are your intentions to merely stir the pot and cause nonsense, or are your intentions to rectify a scenario where you need to advocate for yourself? If you're truly advocating for yourself in an attempt to co-create in a better way, then you're not stirring the pot, and no guilt is necessary. And it's important to speak up and have those conversations so that you and others can have smoother connections and relationships. Absolutely. And other people stirring the pot. I just want to tell you, Carol, since you said it, since you brought it up, I'll just say this one coming up again tells me that this might happen again. Okay. This might happen again in the near future. Her stirring up the pot, some bullshit, whatever. But I feel like whatever the conversation that you had yesterday, I feel like you might hear more about this kind of stuff now. I feel like you really did open some communication path. You say, I'm like, the communication pathways are opening up in a much more deep way. So I feel like there could be some more sharing of details in that kind of an area, because I do want to say that that's not going to stop. I don't feel like it's going to stop like soon, like this week, like right now. Absolutely. I feel like that card came up just to remind you that it's still kind of there. Good. Good. I'm glad. Spirit is proud of you for standing up for yourself, Carol, and for having real grown adult conversations with someone who matters to you for that reason. If it didn't matter, then it wouldn't matter, right? Good job. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect from you, sweetie. Thank you. Karma, are you here, baby? Karma. I want to read for Karma Jones. And I will definitely be doing some quick cards. Aw. Thank you, Karma. And you're welcome, Carol. Regarding my life purpose at this time in my life, or any messages. Okay. All right, Spirit, let's, This is interesting. Karma, do you make soap? I don't know. Do you make soap or some kind of skincare product? That's very interesting to me. So I'm going to just shuffle my cards. Okay, I thought I was going to shuffle my cards around. And one of them already fell. This is weird. Look at this. You got waiting with a whole bunch of water on it. That's just weird. Do you make soap? Like, I wonder, honey, like some kind of hobby, like for fun. I know you're asking about your life purpose, but I'm like, you know how people can make like fancy schmancy bars of soap and like press like things in it? Okay, yeah, I wanted to make natural products like candles and cleaning products. Hello, thank you. I feel like that is something that you will do. That's where I'm drawn into, like making something. You're pressing like dried flowers and stuff into, I don't know, the candles or whatever. I don't know what you're doing, but I see there's a process, and it's not just items. It's not just like some flowers and some herbs and this and that. You have a process, and they work in conjunction, and you're programming them for a certain purpose. You want to do that. How far off are you? I feel like you should take this up as a hobby, to be completely honest, because it's going to take a while for you to perfect that kind of a craft. So if you're not already working on making those natural products, I would suggest you start kind of brainstorming in those kinds of areas. Okay, I know life purposes change. Want to try something so I can see what I like and what I don't like. That's beautiful. So I want to tell you that just as I'm speaking about researching on creating these kinds of natural products that already have interest you, it interested me before. Research what it would really be like to do something like that. And you don't have to like, okay, now that's my life purpose and that's what it is, and I'll stick to that forever. And now I better buy $2,000 worth of equipment so that I can set up shop. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Try it on like you're trying on a new coat. See if it fits. See if it works. If it's too scratchy, itchy, if it's too tight, whatever, you discard that thing, and then you can try something else on. Okay. And I see that in your message that you're not quite sure. I don't know. I feel like working with your hands, making things with your hands in your own home with different natural components is something that you're going to be doing. You're going to be offering that to the public. You're going to be selling that locally, potentially at like farmers markets, that kind of thing. But you can also sell online. Waiting, again, was the card. Now, sometimes we can wait for something like a stone on a beach, okay? And it seems like this huge, expansive distance between us and whatever we're waiting for. Karma, you're waiting to find out what your life purpose is, right? But did you know that while you're waiting to find out, you're experiencing life right here, now, and today? And that's how you're going to find out what it is. By diving in now to these different areas that might draw you, deciding to spend a little time, a little focus, a little effort. And if that leads you into higher vibrations, into more satisfaction and enjoyment, then do that more often. Is spend more time in that area, or pull away if it's not something that really draws you. I can't get away from that working with your hands. Now I'm going to get you one of these here. Did I get you one of these already? The Quantum Oracle. Thank you. Hi, welcome. If you're new, my name is Heidi. I'm in California. This is an 18 and over broadcast because I cuss and I vape, and sometimes we talk about some sensitive shit. You know what I mean? But welcome if you're new. Like and follow my page. Share it with like-minded individuals if you're interested. Wow. Karma. Beautiful card. Beautiful card for karma. The card is the one of consciousness, optimism. Bright future is the tagline. Look at her. She's like, oh, the world is my oyster. I'm going to go just do any old thing I want. This is you, girl. I feel like you're at a loss at the drawing board. I just don't know what to do first. Well, which one's most exciting? That's where you go. That's what you do. A woman looks joyously at a sunrise over a beautiful valley. Abundant fruit hangs on the trees that surround her. This is a card of great value and achievement. Your reality is shifting in a much more positive direction. Look for an exciting new development in money, romance, or your career. This could also manifest as a personal accomplishment or a creative success. Old blocks are falling away, and you are choosing to see the light at the end of the tunnel. There's an increased optimism taking hold in your attitude, and you finally determine to raise your consciousness to a more positive outlook. This reveals a much more beneficial mindset than you may have had in the past. Your attitude of optimism ensures that a very bright future, perhaps one you may not have been expecting, is on its way. And the affirmation on this card says, I choose optimism and joy throughout each day. I look to the future with hope and excitement. Beautiful card. Yep, that's your card, Karma. And I want to say one more thing. I don't know if you do some kind of yoga or something like this. I mean, oh, I love and appreciate you, sweetie. I'm glad to be your spiritual therapist. I'm here for you. I want to say this, like, I'm not sure if you do some kind of yoga or, I don't know, like, I feel like in the future, potentially, maybe when you're making all these things and selling all these things and you have your big wig reputation or whatever it is, like, I feel like you could teach classes, like online classes, even like pre-recorded online classes to teach whatever it is that you are doing. Okay. So I'll just leave that with you, Karma. Thank you for letting me read for you, darling. Hi, Nikki Owen. You just woke up and found me. I know it's like middle of the night, maybe really early in the morning, right? Good to see you, hon. Carolyn, yes. Carolyn Jane Brooke, I am going to get you a Talking to Heaven card. And my condolences on your loss, your recent loss, Carolyn. Carolyn. All right. So, Carolyn, I'm connecting in with your energy, and I do feel the presence, the masculine presence around you. But again, I cannot guarantee what exactly is going to come through because I know that you've just recently lost your family member. I do feel that oxygen was a problem at the end. So was there like a oxygen, like a an oxygen tank or a CPAP or a mask or something like that. I feel like breathing was a problem there at the end. I feel like it was a real chore and a strain to breathe. Uh, a little bit of aches and pains in the back and the neck, that kind of thing. Carolyn, true. Okay. Are you saying true, the breathing thing? Or I'm not sure what you're saying true to, sweetheart. I know this is let's see. Carolyn. Yes, that's what it is. Okay, thank you for that. Now, did your brother have, like, I know this is quite specific, but did your brother, were you his caretaker at times? Like, I feel like maybe he had a Asperger's or something like this, and you helped to care for him or look over for him or manage his things. He couldn't breathe. Thank you for the validation, Carolyn. He can, that is not a problem for him any longer. That is not a problem for him any longer. All the heaviness and all the suffering and the pain and the restriction was with the body. And in just that moment when the body expires and the soul is able to leave, he's showing me now how much lighter and freer he felt. It's like he just shed this whole layer of pain and sadness and discomfort. This whole, and it's not something that you did to him. It was just this, he had a lot of pain. He had a long life, and he had a lot of things that he dealt with. And I feel like he was quite emotionally distant. Is that a yes for, like, you were the caretaker, he had Asperger's? I'm not sure what exactly this was, Carolyn. If you could be more specific, I'd appreciate that. But I feel like he was tall. I feel like he was smart in a lot of ways, but maybe a little bit socially awkward. Okay. But that didn't take away from his heart. Like, I feel like he was a kind person, but sometimes he didn't know he wasn't exactly being kind. Okay. Does this make sense to you? Does this make sense to you? Cared for him. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you for that validation. Yes, he's telling me he couldn't have done it without you. He couldn't have done life without you. Like, there's so many things, so many times, and you were always there for him. Always by his side. Always there if he needed something. And thank God for you, because who else? He says if at times he would have been in the street. He would have been in the street if it wasn't for you. There were times he would have been in the street if it was not for you. And he knows that. It is beautiful where he is now, though. I wish that for just a moment I could share my world with you. This heavenly realm is beyond description. It is where colors, hues, and patterns of all different types sing and come alive. Here, there is a brilliant light that permeates everything, and everything in turn is filled with indescribable joy. Here, you suddenly become aware that you're connected to everything. There is no anger or hardness in this world. Those emotions have been replaced with overwhelming peace and joy. It is love at its finest. It is heaven, the place where I will be waiting to greet you one day. And let me tell you, honey, he's telling me right now, was he in love with the television set? Was he in love with the television? Because he shows me that even from a very young age, he would sneak and sit up late. Even as he grew older, he'd stay up late watching TV. He wanted that TV on all the time. He loved the TV. Like some people could take or leave it, not this guy. All right. What else would you like me to tell her? He says, everyone's here. Everyone's here. The whole family's here. The dogs are here. Everyone that you can think of, back from school days, people you forgot about. Who is this? He's just showing me many of your family members. And they're all there. And he's very excited to reunite with them. He's showing me a guitar. Did he play guitar, darling? Or who played guitar in spirit? Because I see a guitar player. Yes, so many up there, Carolyn. So many up there. So many there with him. Absolutely. Beautiful. Your son played guitar. That's the guitar player that he's wanting to bring through is your son. Oh, goodness, Carolyn. Well, you know I've got to let him come forward. You know I've got to let your son come forward. He's brought his guitar. He's brought his guitar. Let's pull him in. Boy, he wants to cry. Oh, Carolyn. Okay. So he's bringing me to something around your neck. Like your son, he's placing something around your neck. And I wonder if you have a necklace of his or that belongs to him, if you will. If not, like, is this a memory then of him putting something around your neck? Like a necklace or a ribbon? I almost feel like it's a ribbon. Like, you know how kids can get, oh, it's a chain. Is that what it is? His chain. You wear his chain. You wear his chain and he's placing it on you. That's what I see. Thank you, Carolyn, for that validation. Okay, so you have his chain, you wear it on your neck. He knows this. He shows me. Oh boy, was he a rifle kind of guy? He's showing me a gun now. He's showing me like a shotgun or a rifle or something. Did he have a rifle or something? He's showing me a gun, and I'm not a gun person. Amazing. Amazing. I'm going to get a card from him too, babes. But boy, he's really showing me a lot of different stuff. He seems a little bit boastful now. That's my son, she says. Thank you, Carolyn. Well, he's a charmer. He is a charmer. Oh boy. Let me give you this. Oh, yeah. Did he have a hernia when he was living? It's funny. I'm the card is now I have no pain. And as soon as I saw that, like, boom, I'm having pain in my belly like you wouldn't believe. And I'm like, what kind of pain did you have in your belly, man? Could have been a hernia. Could have been some type of, I don't know. It feels very low. It feels very low. If it's not a hernia, I would say something like a colon cancer or something like this. Maybe you had, I don't know. I'll leave it at that. Let me read the card and see what else comes through. Oh, Carolyn. Okay. Okay. Stabbing in the abdomen. Thank you for that. Now he has no pain. Now he has no pain. And just like with your brother, just like with all of our loved ones, the pain ends when the body expires. You worried whether I suffered in my passing. And I'm here now to tell you that all physical pain is connected to the body. Now that my body has been laid to rest, I am completely pain-free. Before, movement was slow and cumbersome, but now I am so light and free that I can be wherever I want with just a thought. Part of my life review has been to examine the source of my previous physical pain and to take responsibility without guilt for my role in manifesting those conditions. I now see that the path of pain was a choice that my soul made, and I'm learning great lessons of compassion and empowerment from that path. Ooh. And he's like, I'll take care of Uncle. I'll take care of Uncle. He's fine. I can see him like punching his arm and shoulders and all this. Yeah, you know how guys are rowdy. They just, rowdy around whatever. I see that. He's like, don't you worry. He's in great hands. He's here with me, Mom. I got him. Beautiful message, Carolyn. Beautiful message from your son, from your brother, from all of your loved ones in spirit. I'm going to leave all of their love with you, sweetheart. And I'm still praying for you, dear. I'm still praying for you. Thank you for letting me read for you, Mom. Let's see where we're at. Let's see where we're at. You know what I'm going to do, guys? I am going to do a group pick a card message from the Quantum Oracle. And you guys, check me out, man. I'm live on Monday. I have events in my event section right here on my Facebook page. So like and follow my page. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. And you won't miss a thing. Until, let's see here. There's number 1. Pick your card, 1, 2, or 3. Live or on replay, friends. 1, 2, or 3. And I thank you guys for tuning in. I am live several times a week. I do a lot of stuff for free. So please check me out. Share me with your friends. Don't miss another one. And you'll definitely get a message, man. Stick around and you will get a message. And if you would like to book a session, a private session with me, I offer sessions via Zoom or telephone call. I also have tarot videos for order. So if you need something a little more specific or one-on-one with me, message me, man. My links are in your description box. I am here for you. For those who were drawn to pick number 1, drop it in, guys. Comment. Drop that comment. What's your card? 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. This is a lovely card. I should have picked, and I should have picked 1. You can pick more than 1, absolutely. So if you were drawn to pick card number 1, this card is the 5 of Cycles Transformation. Wow, I love this. Look at that card image. Woo! Significant transition is the tagline. This card shows a woman getting ready to cross a bridge and move into a new light-filled adventure. In a rolled-up scroll, she carries all the wisdom that she needs to move forward. This fortuitous card reveals a time of great inner and possibly outer transition. You are now at a place where you are capable of transforming your old life into something brand new. Unhealthy patterns of thought and behavior are now ready to shift into the much higher resonance of peaceful, non-judgmental energy. For some people, this is no less than an opportunity to reinvent themselves. As a result, this card is putting you on notice that you are a powerful manifester. Your inner changes now will reap phenomenal results in the near and distant future. So spend some time going inward, consciously choosing optimism, trust, and self-love. As you make these changes, you will see the outer life transform as well. Perhaps a new relationship or a bigger and better career move is on the horizon. Visualize these great outer results as you continue to work on your inner transition of consciousness and vibration. When you do, you will find this cycle moving on to one of great expansion. And the affirmation on this card says, I am capable of great inner change. I transform my life by transforming my thoughts and perceptions. I am always free to choose. Beautiful card for those who were drawn to pick number 1. Beautiful card there. Now let's see what number 2 has to offer. Number 2. You're welcome. Absolutely. The packages are in the mail. Thank you, Carolyn. All right, friends. If you picked number 2, the card is the 3 of Consciousness, Dark Thoughts. Shadows of the mind. A man moves into a dark maze. It's confusing and frightening with paths that lead to shadowy, unknown results. Receiving this card upright is a warning about the potential dark shadows within your inner and outer life. This card may be a signal that you could be drawn into questionable activities, perhaps with unsavory people. Look closely at any new endeavors in your life and at the people with whom you connect. Investigate your choices. Turn to your intuition to determine if they truly honor you and if each endeavor truly resonates with your heart. The most important dark alleys you should be aware of at this time, however, are the twisting patterns of negative thoughts or unhealthy habits winding through your daily life. Worrisome thinking or escapist behavior may be lifelong habits, but it's time for you to take control. Manage your negative thoughts, create healthier habits such as nutritious eating, regular exercise, and relaxation. Don't let yourself go deeper down the dark alleys of fear, worry, and self-doubt. Your life force vibrates with your daily energy, and you do have the power to determine the direction it takes. Choose a path of bright thoughts and healthy choices, and leave the dark alleys, both real and imagined, behind. The affirmation on this card says, I consciously choose to release unhealthy thoughts or behaviors. I am always strong enough to make choices that honor me. Whew, that was a good one. That was a good one there. Wow, what's going on? If you picked number 3, if you picked card number 3, the card is the 7 of Events, Deception. Whoa. Betrayal and manipulation. Let's just read this and see what it says, okay? A woman works at a desk with 2 coworkers whispering behind her. There is a warning here, so beware. Things are not always what they seem. Someone close to you may not have your best interests at heart, and in fact could actually be working against you. This could be a person or people at work, or it may be a friend or family member. It could manifest as a subtle manipulation or come in the form of significant betrayal. If you're embroiled in a legal battle, there may be information that's being hidden from you. The deception may be a more personal one, however. Is there something you're ignoring or even lying to yourself about? Could you be betraying yourself in your choices or in the way you treat or talk to yourself? Whatever may be going on, don't panic. Whether it's an inner or outer issue, you can stand up for yourself. You deserve honesty, respect, and support. Give these to yourself and request the same from others. Choose to act on your own behalf. As you do, you will attract increasing support. And the affirmation on this card says, I deserve to be treated with honesty, dignity, and grace. I request that from others and give it to myself. Wow. Those were interesting cards, man. Definitely interesting cards. I feel there's just this thread of authenticity, standing in your own power, speaking your truth, because who knows your truth? Just you, right? You're the one who knows, and you're the one who can advocate for you, and you're the one who has to stand in your authentic power and make all the healthy choices and decisions for yourself, regardless of if other people are following along or not, right? Regardless. You know what? It's funny that you say this, no more dark videos. What are you talking about? I was just saw something that said, what did it say? We try to keep our vibe all high and then we go watch murder mystery documentaries or something. I don't know. It was kind of an oxymoron kind of thing. But yeah, guys, I thank you guys for joining me. And I hope you can take these cards as they resonate. I want to say that if you don't feel deception in your midst, don't make it fit. Don't go sniffing around and accusing people of lying. Okay, you would know. You would already have a feeling. Okay, you'd already have a suspicion. That would be a second validation for you if you're already wondering or concerned. Okay, but otherwise, take it as it resonates and allow yourself to get honest with yourself. I find that I, can struggle with not that self-talk. You know what I mean, guys? That self-talk where we can be down on ourselves or belittle ourselves, or I made a mistake. Gosh, I'm so stupid. How do I always mess things up? Well, number one, not stupid. Number two, always, we don't use those absolutes, especially when down talking ourselves, our efforts, or people that we care about, right? Next time I live will be on Monday. I will be live on Monday for Zodiac Monday readings. And if you follow my page, you will be notified whenever I do pop live. I thank you guys so much and for tuning in with me today. And I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your weekend. I send everybody so much love, so many blessings.